Welcome to the new age of brandship. No longer is it enough to have a recognizable logo and a catchy slogan. Brands are expected to have a look and a feel that can be communicated through a stylized Instagram feed. They need to inspire discussions on Facebook and offer juicy content on YouTube, the kind you feel you have to share with everyone in your social circles. Brandships are a relationship between us and the brands we love, and the consumer expects a lot more intimate bond than the traditional corporate identity. So, more than ever, brands are using the power and community of social media as the place they start. From homemade dog treats, humble woodworking hobbies, or home inventors, many have found $1 million business before they knew it. If you're not using Instagram's 1 billion users to market your business, what are you doing? Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. If you're not subscribed yet, you're missing out. We put together a list of 15 businesses that started out from a social media beginning and how they leveraged social platforms in their success. Number 1. Nasty Gal. One of the most well-known and earliest online community business successes has to be Nasty Gal. When Sophia Amoruso found herself in a financial pinch in 2006, she set out to turn her luck around by selling some vintage clothing on eBay. The concept captured the imagination of fashion-hungry online shoppers everywhere, and catfights broke out in chat rooms over coveted items. Her cult following brought her the title of fastest-growing retailer. In 2012, Forbes magazine featured her on the front cover and hailed her as fashion's new phenom. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. There were plenty of problems, the type you would expect from an overnight success that was led by an entrepreneur with a great fashion eye, but no business experience of leading a multi-million-dollar company. In 2017, Nasty Gal filed for bankruptcy. The company was purchased by the Boohoo Group, a British online retailer who would be able to tightly manage the reins of the business. But for all of her business failings, Sophia Amoruso and Nasty Gal are a mega success. She inspired many entrepreneurs that have come after her. In 2012, Nasty Gal made $100 million in sales and held ground in a competitive marketplace. She was an early adopter to use Facebook, Instagram, and the likes to market her business. To date, they have 1.4 million Facebook followers and 4.6 million followers on Instagram. Enough said. Call her a #girlboss or whatever you want, but Sophia Amoruso goes down as a legend in social media business success. Number 2. Paris 99. When Paris Starn started Instagramming her homemade clothing creations, she never could have imagined the social storm it was about to create. Stylists, strangers, and even celebrities slid into her DMs and begged her for a piece of her unique fashion range. She stayed true to her roots and remains a small boutique brand, personally replying to DM requests and producing her signature dresses locally. Instagram is still her only marketing platform. Starn has a lot to say about its credibility. It's really an incredibly powerful tool for people who don't have investors or are small, taking baby steps just like me. Number 3. Anne Reardon. Anne Reardon is a dietitian by trade, but she made her fortune when her YouTube channel exploded with tutorials for a 5-pound Snickers bar cake. Her Instagram logo cake was featured in HuffPo and 500 other online articles when it was first launched. Anne Reardon is her main product, but social media has turned it into a big success. She has over 5 million subscribers and over 750 million views and counting, at 400,000 added per day. This earns her, on average, $2,000 a day from YouTube ad revenue, and that's not taking into account her fee for public appearances and special baking projects that she's commissioned. On top of all of that, she sells great merchandise, snapped up by her massive cult following who love her candid and straightforward approach to cooking. She even released her own app called Sunrise Cakes. It uses augmented reality to make cakes come to life with flying unicorns, exploding rainbows, and fireworks. Subscribe to her channel to see what she successfully cooks up next. Number 4. Carandnatecom. When high school sweethearts Cara and Nate got married in 2016, they saved up $30,000 and hit the road for a full year of full-time travel. They documented it all online for their friends and family to experience with them, but pretty soon they realized they had a growing following. This is when they had the idea to keep traveling and try to monetize their journey. And they made that dream a reality. In 2019, they had visited 100 countries and had been traveling for 5 years and counting. They turned vlogging and blogging into a lucrative career and offered e-courses on how to become a global nomad, use credit card points to fly for free, and even plan travel conventions. They've won awards for their online work and have taught countless followers the art of travel hacking. In the third quarter of 2019, they posted an income of $123,000. Not too bad for a business based on spending money traveling. Number 5. Movement. More and more direct consumer businesses are popping up all over the internet, and social media makes it possible. Movement is one of these brands. In just 5 years, it went from an idea to $80 million in annual sales. The founders, Jake Cosson and Kramer LaPlante, basically penned the playbook on building a successful digital-only brand. In 2013, after successfully crowdfunding on Indiegogo, a social network platform to connect startups with their future customers, Movement raised $1 million in sales of their stylish and inexpensive watches. This is when they migrated their audiences to Instagram and have a growing following of 1 million users. They've encouraged user-generated content using the hashtag #JoinTheMovement. The founders also harnessed the power of micro-influencers and paid them to punt the brand subtly from relative obscurity to $7 million in sales in their second year. As time ticks on, so does their business, which is scaling up really well because of their ability to track exactly what does and doesn't work using social media's detailed tracking tools. The precise feedback allowed them to tweak and curtail their marketing to be a finely tuned machine. Number 6. Aura Brush. Dr. Bob Wagstaff invented a tongue brush because he believes the answer to fighting bad breath is a clean tongue. But after years of failed attempts at marketing it to big brands, he decided to post a video on YouTube explaining his invention. He spent $500 producing his video, and 3 years later he had generated $1.6 million in sales. The video had been viewed over 16 million times, and Walmart and CVS pharmacies had signed contracts to stock his product. Talk about getting tongues wagging. Number 7. Article, a modern furniture brand. Article is a modern furniture brand that launched in 2013. They create brand awareness on Instagram, where they create visual stories that tap into their viewers' emotions. Their well-curated Instagram account plants the seed that Article is a desirable brand. They don't go directly trying to sell a couch or a chair. When their user is in the market for furniture, they want to be front of mind. Article's CEO Amir Beg sees Instagram as a perfect medium for brands like them that are aspirational lifestyle brands. But he's clear that to keep customers, posting pretty pictures isn't enough. He has the duty to deliver better furniture at a fair price to get repeat customers, and it seems like with revenue of $100 million, he has a comfortable chair at the table. Number 8. Goatcase. Goatcase isn't trying to be a glossy brand on Instagram. They describe themselves as the greatest phone case of all time, and using some kind of wizardry have invented a phone case that sticks onto anything. It is the ultimate weapon in TikTok domination. Without its anti-gravity solution, your selfie game remains average. They use guerrilla marketing tactics and reposts from their fans' Instagram feeds to create the hype. From workouts to dance montages, dog videos to shower shots, and let's just say plenty of booties. Goatcase shows that a strongly authentic voice can be as effective as a stylized brand. Millennial and Gen Xers embrace real influencers over celebrities and respond better to a candid or authentic post rather than a retouched image. Number 9. Oliver Cabell. Scott Gabrielson started Oliver Cabell in 2016 at the age of 27 with a passion to create a direct-to-consumer, high-quality Italian leather shoes. Because they manufacture and sell direct to the public, they don't need to add the big markups that wholesale and retail add to products before we buy them. They also focus on quality and ensure each product is perfect. This way, their consumers are so delighted they can't help but share about it on their own social media. Oliver Cabell taps into the power of micro-influencers who appreciate the same elements of minimalism and fair trade as their brand, so the relationship is authentic. The growing brand is a success in the making, and after a first round of successful fundraising of $1.2 million in investment, it seems like investors believe in the brand too. Number 10. Easy Lunchboxes. In 2009, mom of 3 Kelly Lester started her second online business. She launched her novel lunchbox brand during the dawn of social media and embraced the new landscape with trepidation, but also with both hands. She roped in bloggers to review her nifty 3-compartment containers that revolutionized the way moms pack school lunches. She also incentivized them to link back to her e-commerce site. She fanned the flame of discussion around school lunches on social media and generated a ton of buzz that led to millions of sales. Since these online beginnings, the Easy Lunchbox is sold in stores across America and the world, and of course, available online on all major sites. Number 11. Parachute. Parachute is a home goods startup that was always on the move. Founder Ariel Kay launched the company on Facebook and Instagram, but she understood that social media is an ever-evolving landscape. This has inspired her to launch out on many social channels, including advertising and podcasts. According to her, the playbook you followed last year no longer works for this year and 2 years ago is archaic. Parachute is among a growing movement to see social marketing spend as a long-term investment, gaining brand awareness and translating that to an emotional buy-in. Their digital strategy obviously works as they posted $30 million in sales in their 4th year, and the numbers are ballooning. Number 12. Tree Hut. Tree Hut is a novel wooden watch company that embraced the shift to video on social platforms like Facebook, and their timing was perfect. Their wooden watches have clocked $18 million in sales driven by social media marketing, and the change has paid off. They employ video to strategically target their customer and convert them to a sale. They've perfected the art of keeping their content current, with a constant stream of new videos that appeal to their target demographic time and time again. Number 13. #FollowMeToo and MissHatton.com. We mention these two brands together because they are two of many similar success stories where photographers have made it through the fray. Both brands began with a chance picture posted to Instagram that captured the imagination of the world and led to a lucrative freelance career. #FollowMeToo is the work of a husband and wife duo who took a series of now famous images of him being led by the hand into another exotic location. And Miss Hatton made her debut with breathtaking images she took of her legs dangling out of helicopters against the backdrop of New York's skyline. She's now one of the most wanted shooters in the aerial photography world. These days, both photographers are sought after for their social influence. Miss Hatton has clients like Apple, Google, Absolute, and Heineken lining up to work with her. #FollowMeToo are flown around the world and collaborate with Levi's, Cartier, Dior, Samsung, and many more. Their project with Michael Kors secured them a place in Times Square, and their work appears in international exhibitions. So for these and many other Instagram photographers, the hustle of freelance photography is largely over, and they've reached the big time in business. Number 14. Letterfolk. Another business that carved out its niche in the direct-to-consumer world of social media is Letterfolk. A husband and wife team started their business selling handcrafted felt letterboards. The product exploded across Instagram with their novel and completely share-worthy content. They use their letterboards to create hilarious and positive quotes on their products and post them, and encourage their customers to do the same. It's an endless circle of great content and new customers that can only be described as business gold. These days, they've moved into customizable doormats, so there's no stopping them now. Number 15. Dirty Lemon. Another company that went all in on Instagram is Dirty Lemon. In 2017, when Instagram started offering paid for advertising, the company dropped $30,000 a day on ad spend to promote followership on the platform. The beauty of those followers is they could convert them to pure sales with their kinda basic and pretty casual version of relatable posts that only hint at but also completely direct you to buy their health drinks. And it clearly works because their target markets of Gen Zers are buying, and although they don't disclose profit figures, they report their sales have doubled year over year since 2015. And there you have it, Alexers, 15 of the biggest social media success stories. Which are your favorite brands on social media? Have you spotted a rising star brand in the direct-to-consumer business game we should know about? Let us know in the comments. And of course, for sticking with us until the end, here's your bonus. In case you thought only humans could mine social media for the riches, Nala Cat and a growing number of the animal kingdom are finding their business success on social platforms. Ex-shelter cat Nala has amounted 4.3 million Instagram followers, which makes her the Guinness record holder for the most popular cat on Instagram. She's also amassed a ton of traditional media exposure, including People Magazine, USA Today, and Forbes. And this feline's client list includes Lyft, Google, Fresh Step, and LOL Toys. Nala even has a storefront of merch for her adoring fans, including pop sockets, mugs, and iPhone cases. This cat has even written a motivational book published by Penguin Random House. It's a guide on how to live your best life. Move over, Annie. There's a new orphan in town. Thank you for spending some time with us, Aluxers. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpicked these videos, which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question on our website, Alux.com. Thank you for being an Aluxer, and we'll see you back tomorrow.